twice the same, but one is one part were roasted when it was just whole last week when we were at the farm, and now we just re-roast them just to see because they've been whole and rested a little bit. So this is what we're going to notice.
The differences between resting and not.
Yes, when it's just fresh from the whole and when you have a few days
I wish I could be
resting.
drinking some. I really can't.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so sensitive.
Don't worry. You can have the sample for tomorrow. Like this, you can have them. I put them in Ziploc bag for you.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no,
don't need
it's
to do
really.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We have a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, and they are, so is three different and four. So, you know, Akini Shemba won a prize for the top sweet coffee in Paris.
Wow.
And this is, now we're going to split Akini Shemba. What is on the top going to have Akini Shemba project and the farm. And the rest going to be on a different top. So we're making the coffees which are going to be released at AFCA.
Okay.
So this is it. It's a pre-release before AFCA.
Cool.
And another one is the Karungu Estate, where Mali was there, used to be there. So we're going also to Cap the Marungo Estate. Yes. So that is really good. Yeah, excellent, excellent. I know some of you cannot cup coffee at night, which is okay, it's fine. If you can't, don't worry. We can give you samples, okay? So don't worry, all right? Don't feel bad. So now, I'm going, Alice, if you can keep on filming, like this. So now everybody smell, we lost Erhan. Is it Dutchin or Dutchin, someone else there? We don't know. But we're going to start the cupping. So I need to put just a stopwatch on. Okay. Okay. Sorry, because there's too many things. I want stopwatch. Minute. Voilà. Attention. D'accord. Go. Voilà, c'est parfait. So we're going to start. Because they are professional.
I know.
I'm always loved making sure the coffee is especially when
Yeah, we have professional liquorers. Okay. On the nose thinks it is, but I put water everywhere. Oh, attention, sorry. Oh, at least you don't need to take only me, and you can take everybody. I like the fact people don't know who I am. The day when I introduce myself, and I say I'm Kari Bukawa, and someone say, "Oh, really? It's you? I thought you was a white person." I was speechless. I'll say answering with your waste of my saliva. So. But I like this. Okay? Yeah. Oh, God. So, give me your cups. All right? You take a spoon. Okay, grab a spoon. Okay, take this. So remember, we share our love, not our DNA. Wrong place. Oh, no, no, we have another one. Yes. Yes. So, if someone can carry on, yes, it's really hot. I know. If someone can carry on giving water to everybody, or just help yourself with water, because it's almost the time for me to break. Okay? So what I'm going to do is break the crust, and breaking the crust does not stop the what is the name? Extraction. The extraction. What I hear all the time, as long coffee is in touching water, there will be an extraction. Whatever you do, it's not. There's nothing magical. It's purely chemical. So you break is in order to miss the extraction, because here is highly extracted, and here is also border, also fine, that did not sink, and that created a crust. So we're going just in order to free the fragrance in the coffee, just having only the gas, which is locked underneath it. So it does not stop the extraction. Extraction does not stop like this. Okay? So when I'm going to do this, it's going to be only foam. So you're going to come behind me and sniff the foam like a dog. The first thing you have, this is the right thing. You can smell banana, you can smell chocolate, you can smell caramel, it's okay. Okay?
This is the only part I am so jealous of the panel leaders of cabin.
Smell.
And they are, yeah, the only one they can. I'm just like, argh.
Smell.
One day when I am big, I want to be also a panel leader.
Big, maybe not tall enough.
You know, the size doesn't matter. I be like, oh shit.
Is it PG-13 here?
Seriously?
It wasn't me, dude.
Seriously?
No. Seriously? Dinheiro.
Yeah, sure.
So if you find sometimes some coffee on the tip of your nose, well, it happens, don't worry, it's not a big deal, as long as you don't put your own nostrils in it. This will happen. So 4 of this coffee, so Afka is back, finally. And 4 of those coffee will be released at Afka next month. One is Karungu coffee, and one is Erhan Coffee Championship. Yes. Yes, only one is wash, and the rest are all natural. And some actually are natural anaerobic.
There is also one thing, I don't know, Shabaya, what do you think? I have one theory, guys, and this happened to me, I just want to share it. Once I was competing in Turkey, so I was based in Berlin. I got an SL28. It's a shame from Colombia.
Delicious from Colombia.
And I got an SL28 from Colombia. It was like passion fruit, papaya, pineapple, like really sugar cane, some cacao nibs, like just exploding, and it's really sweet coffee. At the end, some like cacao nibs, but really not really low bitterness. And then I said like, wow, I'm gonna get it. So I just like ordered it. It arrived. We did some profiling, fantastic. Roasted. Took it to Istanbul. I said like, shit. I guess I took another coffee. That's not my coffee at all. I mean, I'm talking about like 5, 6 different tasting notes. What I was having in Istanbul, it was just like nectarine, brown sugar, and cacao. Woo! How much did you pay? That's really the worst part of the story actually. Like I paid really a lot of money for the coffee, like 50 euros. I said, shit, what's happening? So I had to come back to Berlin, luckily, because in between I had to go to Treviso, to Sanremo factory. So I came back to Berlin, and the next day I flew to Venezia, to Treviso, 3 days training with the amazing guy Danilo, and then came back to Berlin, and I thought like, okay, something went wrong. It can be something went wrong while traveling, but because of the pressure. However, I had it in my hand luggage, and it was all vacuum packed. So I took green with me, and I went again to Istanbul. I didn't have time, or I didn't took actually the roasted coffee to take it back and try it in Berlin, what's happening. So I took the green coffee and we roasted in Istanbul. Nothing changed. It was again nectarine, brown sugar, and cacao, and nothing really more. I mean, I was talking about like 5, 6. I had some lemongrass in it, like 6, 7 tasting notes. There were just 3. So I competed. I ended up 2nd place, and then I came back, and then I didn't even share my coffee with me because I was ashamed. You know, you are going on a barista championship, and you are one of the favorite ones. Like they say, okay, you smash it and this and that, but the coffee is so like, I mean, not good like it's supposed to be. I came back to Berlin. Papaya, passion fruit, pineapple, sugar cane, lemongrass, and then cacao nibs. It can be, it's insane, but at the end, one of the things is like the water is just like too great. It is so great that it has a big impact on the coffee. And then I realized some of the coffees we do have, like in Germany, you don't see them in Netherlands, or you don't see them in France. And then I realized some coffees, they work in a certain water much better than another one. It's not about the ppm you have, like, oh, it's 120 ppm, yeah, okay, fantastic, but in Istanbul, it was also 120 ppm at the competition, but the water is previously treated with chlorine. So it is chemical that it just destroyed the water most probably. So all the nice tasting notes, they were not just there. We couldn't really understand. And at the end, I think it is the water, how it affects the taste. It's just like, it's amazing. So it can be that, for example, this year, I was able to taste the best Kenyan coffees only in the Netherlands. In Germany, I was not able to taste one great Kenyan coffee. It was like summer, okay, it's now the time for me to have no. But in the Netherlands, it was just like booming. So the water, how it is just like it's connected with the coffee is just amazing.
So one tip of the that is a very important story, and I hope you will take a note for those who are doing what is the name, Royal Cup. You're entitled to have your own water, but you have to tell the church. If you want to have constantly the same water, what you take this pack of minerals and just distill water and create your own water. You have the right to do it, okay? And you can't do this for baristas, so good luck. But that's why I don't like baristas. I can't do that thing. But always remember, for those who don't barista, SCA barista, in a cup of coffee, what is the percentage of coffee and the percentage of water? Averagely.
95.
Huh?
95.
If it's a longo, yes, maybe, but no. Yes, but no. If it's a longo, it will be 95%. For an espresso, it's much more, 88%. Water. 12% is coffee. So, a story like this, you hear it all the time, and things I learn, and I can say that from personal experience because I have the same things. AKA Australia, different ground, different water, different everything. And I can tell you, my coffee here and my coffee over there was flat at distilled water. It was a disaster. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can cry, you can tear, you can accuse people, but at the end of the day, I don't make water, I don't make miracle. I just use coffee, and it's what happened. Okay, so you can't blame it on anyone. We're not magician, and that is a great story because you can imagine how many competitors to this happened, and the Mexican guy, you think he was God. I forgot his name, and his girlfriend was carrying his luggage. Yes, very gallant man. And same things happened, the coffee, it happened. It will happen. So be aware, the water in Athens is not so great.
It's close to Istanbul, so.
So for those who do a brewer's cup, I will advise you to take distilled water and make your own water, because in Athens you're going to cry. I'm telling you. If you was in Paris, yes, we have fantastic water and everything.
Of course not.
In London, the water is really great. When you go to Athens, Italy, Madrid, and at this moment, coffee in Barcelona, I can tell you can't sell it in Madrid. You can't. Just forget. So please be aware of that for those who are doing barista. I will advise you to take, and now after these things like happen, choose 2 different coffees. When you arrive wherever, see how it goes. For those who do brewer's cup, make your own water. Just make your own water. I can get those pack from Europe and have like a stock here. Stephen Vicks can do it. It's really easy. Okay, they don't cost that much. Distill water, make your own water, and be aware that the gravity of your ppm going to affect this. So it's I'm going to try when it's less, more, and play with this, and you will have a much better things with your coffee. And after you choose 2 or 3 coffee, it's longer for barista to learn because you have a lot to do. But at the end, think about it. Instead of training for 1 competition, you try to train for 3 competition. You try to focus on 3, and that's why I want people to start now and not start 2 days before, 2 hours before taking the plane to Athens. And you will be much more ready because you have all those coffee that can work. Ones that can work here in Kenya, it's fine, and you focus on that one. And one for in case I win and I go to Athens, even if you don't win, you don't give it down, you don't know. You have two others that can boost that coffee, because I can tell you, when it happens, you cry. And whatever you do, it's not good. Okay? So you saw how I was copying?
Yeah.
All right? Enjoy. Okay? Like to see. Thank you. Come. Okay. Right. Slurp it. So slurping is not to be obnoxious. It's just in order to spread the water, the brew through your tongue, and to open your papaya, your variety papaya, aka taste bud, in order to really feel the basic taste. Okay? And also by putting oxygen, you develop the oxygen that will go in the back of your nose cavity and will play with your olfactory bulb, and this will give you, starting with the F, flavor. Fantastic. All right? Enjoy. And make some noise. And no personal spoons into the cup. Thank you.
It was just like
And please die after the cupping. Not during. I don't know how to do the Heimlich maneuver. Oops. All right. See, I'm going to show you something. It's still the Krebs cycle.
Of course.
It's been a year.
Have you looked at that? I know. I was thinking about that.
Nice app on the. I added on my since I did.
Can I ask you a question? What is these like pear lines? Like the it's really like a caramel pear line. That one in particular.
Ah yes, this one in particular, I don't know. I don't even know which one.
Oh, you
it
don't
is.
know which it
No,
is?
because we mix them up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I just recognize the geisha, which I know it is. I know where it's yakini.
Yeah,
It's the best.
I know that one. You can just smell it.
Yeah. And that's the rest. I don't know. So, things I would like you to notice, and Mr. Kaffelogic is not here, but when the coffee is freshly roasted and you start cupping it, you go in to have roast flavor that can be quite disagreeable, like astringency, dryness, and the coffee is going to be really agitated. So when you start cutting the crust, you take the coffee absorb a lot of the water, and suddenly you find with almost no water in your cup. Here, as you can see, it looks like the coffee has been rested for the recommended 8 to 24 hours. And we do not have dryness, ashiness, and astringency into the cup. Buffalo is better. It's okay, okay. Next week I'm not here, the following week I'm here, but I'm here up to the end of this week. Okay? Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
You just tell, the taste, the texture in your mouth. Very good. For coffee,
Oh my God, Martha, that is orange. Martha is blinding me with orange.
I'll try three different ingredients. I'm not going to change it. Sometimes you can just tell. Yeah, whatever. French press is good for the fridge, like to make a cold brew.